we're picking up a new section here. We've had the calming of the storm by Neptune, the simile that described him, or compared a man calming a riot to him. And so now everything's calm, and we're going to pick it up again with the Trojans making their way to shore now for the survivors of the storm. De Thessaenedae, quae proxima litora cursu contendunt peteret Libia vertuntur ad urras. Est in secessu longo locus, insula portum efficit objectu laterum, quibus omnis ab alto frangitur, inque sinus scindit sese unda reductos. The tired Aeneans, or the followers of Aeneas, contendunt, hasten or hurry, to petere, that goes complementary infinitive there, hasten to seek. Quae, there's a little clause here, quae proxima litora, what shores, and this is kind of like the subject of this little clause, this is the subject of this clause, what shores, we gotta say sunt, are proxima, are nearest, okay? What shores are nearby, are nearest? Cursu, and how do they do it? How do they seek these things? By a cursu, ablative, by their course. So one more time. The tired followers of Aeneas hasten to seek by their course. What shores are closest? And they are turned, this is a passive, they are turned to the shores of Libya. So, vertuntur, whoop, wrong color, sorry. They are turned, and the subject still the tired Aeneans, to the shores, this is accusative, with preposition ad, to the shores of Libya. Here's Libya. And it means where Carthage is, right? Libya, North Africa. Okay, let's continue the next sentence here. Est in secessu longo locus, insula portum efficit objectu laterum, quibus omnibus ab alto frangitur, inque sinus scindit sesse unda reductos. What happens here in this sentence is a figure of speech that we call ekphrasis, and that means a departure from the narrative. Oop, I'm trying to get my pen here. Sorry. I'm just going to put ekphrasis here. Okay, and it's when we want to describe a place or something in a little detail, and we kind of break ourselves out of the main narrative. So let's do this. There is, translate that as there is, that's the verb. There is in a long inlet a locus, a place. So the thing that we're describing is the place. And we have in secessu longo, in a long inlet. An island, efficit, creates a portum. And it means an island creates this place, locum, a port. This is where Aeneas' ships are going to land. So the subject, insula, efficit, creates, it's like facit, but it's just a compound. A portum, that's the object. And then we're going to describe this portum, or the island, I guess, rather. Objectu, by the projection laterum, genitive, of its sides, right here. Okay, that's a genitive plural. And then by which, quibus. Now quibus is ablative plural. By which omnis, and your noun is unda. the subject, by which every wave, so those two things go together even though they're on different lines. Frangitur is broken. Let's just try to connect these here somehow. Okay, I know it's kind of a weird way to do it, but those two things go together. Okay, so by which every wave is broken, and the quibus refers to the sides. Okay, so there's this long inlet, and then there's an island which creates this safe harbor because of the projection of its sides, because all the waves coming in every wave is hitting this island, and they're breaking, and so they become calmer as they come inside. So again, by which every wave, ab alto, you can add that in, from the deep, ablative, place from which, from the deep, frangitur is broken, and que splits, that is another verb for unda, of which unda is the subject, splits sese, itself, and sese just means say, it's just another way of writing it, into, and here's the into sinus reductos. And sinus is a fourth declension, so it's plural. And these go with the in here, okay? The in, sinus, and then reductos is over here. And those go together. Into, literally, led back bays, or recessed bays. So the way that I've pictured this is there's this, imagine this is the land, the water's out here, there's water, and then the way I picture it is there's this island, and by the projection of its sides, all these waves that are coming in here hit it, and then they become calm, and then they split around the island, and then they go into the recessed bays. And I guess maybe there's, we'll create some bays in here. Maybe there's some small sort of safe bays in here where ships can go. Maybe that's not exactly what he's saying, but that's what, in my mind, it pictures. I know it's kind of a crude drawing. That's what I'm thinking is going on. So, one more time. There is, in a long inlet, a place. An island makes a port by the projection of its sides, by means of which, or by which, every wave from the deep, meaning coming from the deep, veniens ab alto, coming from the deep, is broken and splits itself into recessed bays.